This is the big thing, Christo. What wins golf tournaments and what wins majors is this. And the putter.
Good morning, MSC subscribers. I am so excited to share with you Gary Player's advice on winning golf tournaments. I don't think you can even begin to get to the mental game until you have solid fundamentals and a swing that you can consistently move the golf ball around with. And for me, it's the over-the-top miracle swing.
Woohoo! Breezy.
Look at
that.
Like that.
And that's a...
Woo!
My clubhead speed was always like 85, and it's reading 105.
I would think it is.
Yeah,
That's
wild.
Awesome.
OTT, baby.
Now, I think this video is really important because before you can even really begin to compete playing golf, you have to have at least a swing you can rely on. You can't have balls going all over the place, you know. I mean, you have to have some control over the golf ball.
One of the biggest faults with weekend golfers, they take the club back too straight or a little bit outside the line. We want the weekend golfer to get the club to come a little on the inside. Very important. I think one of the most important things in the swing for a weekend golfer is to get the club a little on the inside, which enables him to turn and release the club head through the ball better.
The easiest way to hit the ball consistently is the over-the-top miracle swing. I get these messages from people. They're winning tournaments, they're shooting under par, they're playing the best golf of their life. It's really, really crazy. I'm so happy for everybody that's doing it too, but I realized, you know, I really need to share this with the golf world because it's just too crazy that it's not the dominant form of teaching in golf today.
Yeah. It can be there, or there. What chance do you have under pressure? But if you put it there to start with, it's the same every time.
Right. So at any rate, I was working on this Gary Player footage because it's episode 3 of Mr. Hogan with Gary Player that's going to be going on MSE TV. We've got great sales. You can get MSE TV right now, just $79 for an entire year. That's $6.50 a month. You just can't do better than that. The over-the-top miracle swing is on sale, only $25. You just can't beat that. And 40% off the next MSE intensive. So I really would love for you guys to come on out and please get my new book, Jack Dagger, A Lynx Tale. This was #1 new release in golf coaching. It's got tons of really great insights and it's got a Ben Hogan secret that I haven't shared on my channel yet. It's about what shots you have to use and when you use them. So at any rate, guys, enjoy this video with Gary Player. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas. I love you all to death. Hit them long and hit them straight.
This is the big thing, Christo. What wins golf tournaments and what wins majors is this. And the putter. Forget about the long drives. If you putt well, you think that's the hole. Here's a ball. You'd knock that in 1 inch. It's the same as a 380-yard drive. So you really realize the importance of a putt. If you putt well, you feel like Tarzan. You putt badly, you walk off the green with your tail between your legs. It destroys your confidence. Putting builds confidence. And so if you've got a good mind, and it's called it. What is it? Nobody can define it. All these psychiatrists, they like to think they've got it, and many teachers and people think they've got it. Nobody can define it. And there are only about 15 players in the world that have ever had it. Ever had it. I've always said, to be a superstar, because I like to set the bar high, you've got to win 6 majors. Now, majority of people would disagree with me, but I've always had a higher standard. And to be a superstar,
Right, I agree.
you've got to win 6 majors. And but the guys that won the 6 majors, you look at them, they've all got a different mind. I played with guys in practice rounds, they beat me all the time. But when the bell went, I beat them. Now, can you explain that? No. The only thing I can say, it's no use being a good putter anymore. You've got to be a great putter.
When I was watching the 78 Masters, well, I started to watch golf I started to play when I was 8, so that was 77. And in 78, you shot 30 on the back nine to just take over that tournament. That putt on 16 and that putt on 18, and you go, I can feel it.
Can you imagine holding putts like that and 2 out of the last 3 holes?
Yeah.
And knowing you've got to do it. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's
you got
I cannot explain that.
The zone, they say that, but I just see you focus in, and it's like the whole world disappeared, and that ball just.
You know, I played a lot like Tiger. I didn't recognize friends. I didn't recognize my family, and people don't believe this. I played many rounds of golf. I didn't know what I scored. Now, one of my best friends who was a pro, he said, I'm sorry, Gary, I love you, but I don't believe you. And I swear to God, I played many rounds, I didn't know what I scored. Unless I sat down and really went out. But as I came off the 18th green, I wasn't sure what I scored. I was so focused. And you see, if somebody said to me, what do you think what's that little thing you call it? What do you think it is, Gary? I'd say, well, I'd say you got to love adversity.
Wow.
Because when you're playing tournaments, you have golf. Remember, when you play tennis, you play 1 against 1. Same conditions. Golf, you go off in the morning, the sun's shining. In the afternoon, it's windy. So straight away, you got a 2-shot disadvantage. You start feeling sorry for yourself, you're gone. You got to have a mind like a steel trap. And it's something you cannot explain. But the closest I can come is to say, you've got to love adversity. And actually, adversity is the greatest gift that can be bestowed upon any human being. From adversity comes success. As I say, I cannot put enough emphasis on what a wonderful country this is and how well people treated me, you know. I had one time in my life which was tough, and that was 2 years in the world where the people wanted to kill me and demonstrate around the world because I was from South Africa, apartheid. But it wasn't me, it was my government. But anyway, they could get to me. I played at Dayton, Ohio, and I lost the PGA to Raymond Floyd. I think it was by 1 shot. They threw ice in my eyes, telephone books in my backswing, charged me out of the galleries into the greens, tore up the greens. Policemen were grabbing them, throwing balls between my legs when I was getting ready to putt, screaming on my backswing, throwing ice in my eyes. I lost the tournament by 1 shot. Why? Because I'd had a lot of adversity in my life. You follow? I didn't have a life of milk and honey. So I was tough. And this is what people come to me, and I want you to listen, because the most important thing I'm going to say to you today, young men and young women come to me daily. What have I got to do to be a champion? Particularly when I play with them, and they outplay me. A young boy, 20, outplays me. And I say, but if we were teeing up in a tournament, you wouldn't stand a chance. They don't understand. They said, well, what have I got to do to become a champion? I said, my all-time hero was Winston Churchill, in spite of the fact that he had faults like everybody else. Listen carefully. He said, the height that great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but while his opponents were sleeping, he was toiling upward in the night. And that's what you got to do. As Hogan said, you got to outwork him.
Listen to what some of my students have to say about the over-the-top miracle swing.
Is it working for you?
Working.
Absolutely.
We're doing it.
It's just easy. It's just easy. I don't have a whole bunch of thoughts, just one. Just come inside, hit down. Off it goes.
Yep.
These guys are getting better exponentially.
Oh.
In my mind, I'm picturing that one video Sam Snead you have on there where he's so clearly over the top. He's like this.
OTT, baby.
Hey guys, I'm Christo Garcia. You might have caught me on the Golf Channel swinging as Ben Hogan, or my YouTube channel, which has 27 million views. But I want to tell you about MSE TV. It's got hours and hours of dynamite content, the best golf tips from famous golf coaches. I've got interviews with folks like Jack Nicklaus and Gary Player, It has awesome golf instruction like my over-the-top miracle swing in the Hogan code. You'll even find my best fitness tips where I lost over 30 pounds and got in the best shape of my life after the age of 50. I'd love to have you as a subscriber, so check it out right now. It's on sale for Christmas, just $79 a year. That's just $6.50 a month for the best golf instruction on the web, period. I want you to learn the easy way to play great golf. Get MSC TV today, and I hope you hit them long and hit them straight.